Okay, good evening, class. Good evening, Angelica, Angie, Liz.
Good evening,
Teacher.
teacher.
Daisy, Luz, Laura, Joanna, Ingrid, Karen, good evening. Oscar, Liliana, Laura, hello, Laura. Daniela, Erika, Liliana, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Okay, so
Good evening, teacher.
good evening,
Teacher?
good evening.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
in my group I, Angelica is sick and needs to go to the hospital. So
Okay,
we
give me a
want
second.
to ask you
Yeah,
if
don't
you
worry.
can be the first one.
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna step by step. Don't worry. Take it easy. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. Don't worry. First, okay. First, you need, as always, you need to accept the recording of this session. So write in the chat that you accept the recording, please. Write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session. Okay. Hello, Laura. Okay, write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, Laura. Okay, thank you very much, Lisette, please. Erika, okay. Please, thank you. Okay, Daniela, Angelica, okay, thank you. Perfect. Good. So we're gonna start our English class. I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Don't forget, in this week, we are going to work with our unit 1.4 in a hotel. Okay, don't forget, in a hotel. And the agenda for today, it's very easy. First, okay, like a recommendation, don't forget that you have to work the unit 1.4 in a hotel. But today, we have our oral presentation, okay, our oral presentation. So what's the idea? Here you can see the collaborative project or presentation. My pen poll, I divide in two groups, okay, and the time. Groups A, B, C, D, and E from 2015 to 2105. And groups F, G, H, I, and J from 2105 to 2145. Okay? Is clear that? Is clear that?
Yes.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna start with groups A, B, C, D, and E, okay? Our oral presentation. If you want, you can stay in class, group F, G, H, I, and J, or maybe see you at 2105. grupos F, G, H y J. Si quieren estar en clase no hay problema. Si no, nos vemos a las 9:05 en este mismo link. ¿Listo? Porque cuando ellos vayan finalizando, van a ir saliendo. So, well, let's continue. Let's start. Group A, are you ready? Teacher, as I told you. Okay, Group A, what happened? What's the situation?
We're ready, teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the situation? Can you remind me the situation, please? Yes, tell me.
Yes, it's Angelica. She's sick.
Okay, she's sick.
And she needs to go into hospital.
Oh my God.
Because
is she okay?
maybe is se me olvidó cómo se llama. Appendicitis.
Okay. Okay. So don't worry. Let's start with the group A, okay? And I'm going to take into account that situation.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
I'm alone.
You are alone?
Faltan mis dos compañeras. No las veo.
Okay. So don't forget, we have this time if you want to present, okay? If you say, teacher, give me 5 minutes more, don't worry. Si me dices que te dé 5 minuticos más, no hay problema. La idea es que al finalizar esto, 21:05, ya este grupo o estos grupos deben estar sustentados. ¿Listo? Entonces, si quieres tomar un tiempito, no hay roche.
Ok, ¿podría entonces seguir otro grupo mientras mis compañeras se conectan? Ok.
Okay, V, are you ready, V?
Hello, teacher. Yes.
Hello, hello. Okay, so let's start with the group B.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Profe, podemos compartir la presentación, ¿verdad?
Yes, of course, that's the idea.
Okay.
Esa es la idea, compartir la presentación o el formato que subieron a la plataforma. Lo que hayan preparado. I'm ready, estoy listo. Group B. Don't forget, turn your camera on. Okay, don't forget, turn your camera on if you want. Si quieren y si pueden prender la cámara, chévere, no hay problema. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Luz, Nancy, ¿están ahí?
Sí, acá estamos.
Okay.
Sí, señora.
Listo. Bueno, my name is Ángela Castellanos. Bueno. Francia, Nancy.
Bueno, the lower motion, de Notre Dame, excuse me, mis años, mi edad, 30 years, okay, the France, the lower motion, the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Arc of the Triumph.
Japan, the Blue Pond, and Bamboo Forest, the Koya Mountain.
Okay, bueno, my name is Ángela Castellanos. I am 31 years. I have visited Chris Reden in Rio de Janeiro and Copacabana Beach before called Socapavana, and Cathedral of Brazilian with a beautiful architecture. Sigue, Luz.
Sí. Nei Faustbans, cultural rules and tradition forests should keep in when visit your country. Japan, in Japan is not on the screen and baby in is scene. Two, the type of pie is the recommend the it because finally PP consists in an insult. Three, since they already have stability and responsibility price.
Okay, culture rules in Brazil. First, be careful with cameras jewelry on other lanes with you on the street. Second, you do not usually eat on the street or on public transport. And third, it is important speak slow.
The cultural rules, the France, uh, Joe's, Joe show side. Hello to stranger by shanking hands. One of the tourist rules that you must respect is to lead out before entering public transport. It is common sense, but in France they get upset if of you don't follow. Joe slowed not Raymond sat in a folding seat when the subway it full. The costume into stand up so that there is more space for everyone. Um, Joe must not stand of the left side of the scholar.
Okay, next. Bueno, learning English. Bueno, and Angelo has been studying for learn English for 1 year. Luz has been studying to learn English for 18 months. Nancy has been studying learn 8 for 2 years. Nancy.
Vale, voy. Ok. Spread is love 5 activities your and groups and done to learn English. Bueno, I have listened to music in English of different genres. I have learned word of the mouth using application on mobile device. I have read short text of comics in English of our favorite charts. I have practiced the grammar of the language with friends, though already know English. I have done short English the course virtually in our spare time.
Bueno, as a group, we're the reason with it's important for you to learn in English. It's necessary to learn English to have more opportunities that have left, also because we can your children they will feel more motivation to learn English. Finally, is an opportunity for the with DC to travel abroad en English, speaking English. Listo, profe.
Okay, Luz, Angela, and Nancy, thank you very much. I think that it was okay, but talking about my feedback, don't forget that you need to continue practicing pronunciation and accent fluency, okay? There are some mistakes about grammar, but I think that in general, it was okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Luz, Nancy, and Angela, okay?
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, profe.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Very good. Let's continue with Group C. Group C, are you okay? Ready?
Group A, teacher.
Group A?
We are ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Group A. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Let's
Chicas,
start.
encienden su micrófono, dicen si están listas, chicas. Bueno, están conectadas.
Vamos a prender el micrófono. Estamos listas, Liz.
Ok, perfecto. Voy a empezar a compartir.
Okay, we have Group A, Liz. Next is
Lourdes and ladies.
Luz and
Lourdes and
Lourdes
ladies.
and ladies.
Ok.
Liz, lo
Hello, teacher.
porfa.
Dime. Bueno, empezamos.
okay,
Hello,
let's start.
teacher.
Hello.
Okay.
Let's start.
This is our presentation oral. I'm Liz Arzusa. I'm from France. The places that I have visited in my country are Palace of Versailles, Notre Dame Cathedral, and Eiffel Tower. As for the tradition of my country, what I can tell you is that first, when you first meet a person, never greet him when I kiss. Instead, do it when I handshake. Second, the French tend to be very punctual, so I recommend you always be since being late, inconsiderate, impolite, and rude. For last, I recommend that you never touch. In France, courtesy and respect is the main thing. Continue my partner Lourdes.
Hello, teacher. I am Lourdes Mosquera. I am from Japan. I had visiting Kenroken Garden, Sangam Bamboo Forest, and Osaka, Islam. Also, when visiting someone, Japan use remove your shoes at the entrance. In Japan, you should never visit our toys. The children they will online. know then what they expect is an veloy no is an beautiful of money for last when you add with sticks please the next plate never bury them in the rice. Continúan ladies.
I can see your presentation and I can hear you. No puedo ver como la presentación, creo que se quedó quieta. Y la persona que va a hablar no la escucho.
Voy a intentar compartirla de nuevo mientras mi compañera Ladies puede hablar.
Profe. Profe.
Yes, tell me.
No, profe, soy Nancy del grupo anterior, perdón.
Dime.
Profe, lo que pasa es que pues queremos ofrecer una disculpa porque el día de ayer la verdad se nos pasó a subir la actividad y queríamos saber si el profe aún nos permite subirla, por favor.
Sí, ya digamos los tiempos como tal, pues ya bajan la nota, ¿sí? Pero ya digamos el tiempo ya está cerrado, ya me es difícil, porque otros grupos tampoco la cargaron, entonces sí les va a bajar algo la nota, sí señora.
Pero ya no la podemos cargar, o sea, ni siquiera
No,
enviársela al correo.
No, ya califico lo que está en el aula, sí.
Ay, profe. Y o sea que esa nota nos queda en cero por no haberle subido la actividad.
Sí, la idea era bajar la nota. Esto es un proceso, ¿no? Es de todo.
Sí,
Hay que
señor.
estar pendiente de las indicaciones del aula. Sí, ya digamos que es un proceso, ¿no? Los foros y bueno, presentación,
Pues,
todo.
sí, profe, nosotras lo sabemos. Es lo que pasa es que es la primera vez que nos pasa, o sea, nunca nos había pasado.
Sí, ya, eso fue también la situación en el grupo anterior, pero sí, digamos que el grupo como tal está cerrado, pero recuerden que es un proceso, ¿no? O sea, son todas las notas, no es solo una, sino es un proceso en la presentación.
Entiendo.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
¿Ya se ve la presentación?
Let's continue.
Ok, ¿se ve la presentación?
Yes.
Ok. Bueno, mi compañera no, al parecer no.
Aquí estoy, ¿me escuchan?
Sí, ok, listo, vale. Continúe.
Sigue, ladies.
Yo no puedo ver la presentación aquí en la pantalla, estoy desde mi celular, pero pues igual yo la tengo acá, entonces pues voy a informarla. Bueno, hello teacher. I am Ladies Villa. Ah, ahora sí la veo. A ver, espérame. Es que está muy pequeñito. Ya, espérame, perdón, excuse me.
Quickly, please, because of the time. Quickly.
Ay, perdón, teacher. Ya. Bueno, I have visited Puerto Seguro, Rio de Janeiro, and beach of Copacabana. You can not load the toilet paper. Inside, you have to do it in the cash. In Brazil, The waiter are in a hurry as they come to pick up the dishes. Even if you haven't finished eating, you cannot speak in the bakes or even very softly. No veo más. Continue, Liz.
Eh, we have learning English. We like to listen to music and sing, watch movies in English, read histories, play video games in English, and we really enjoy talking to each other. For example, Lourdes, she studied English online in Open English. Lady, she studied English in Cambridge. And I and I study English at Smart Academy of Languages. Um, in general, we believe that it's important to learn English because to finish our studies, you need to be bilingual. Bilingual. That will also allow us to get a better job and better buy, but it's also for pleasure too. That's
Pues
all.
si quieres intento hacerlo más rápido. ¿Sigo?
Finish, teacher.
Si quieres lo podemos poner en cámara rápido.
Okay, thank you. Please, Lourdes and Lavis. Well, you need to continue practicing pronunciation, the accent, the fluency, vocabulary, some mistakes that you have about the pronunciation. My recommendation is when you have to present a short exposition in English, you need to practice. Check the vocabulary, okay? You need to improve the pronunciation a lot, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, Liz, Lourdes, and ladies.
Thank you, teacher.
Gracias, teacher.
Okay. Let's continue with the group C. Group C, are you ready?
Profe, una pregunta.
Yes, tell me.
¿Nos desconectamos los que ya pasamos?
No problem, no problem. No hay problema.
Ah.
Si se quieren desconectar, no hay problema.
Gracias.
Okay, group C. Are you ready? Group C?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hello, teacher.
Group C?
Hello, teacher.
Okay,
Yes.
group C. Yes? Okay, let's start. Let's start, group C.
Ya mi compañera está compartiendo la presentación, profe.
Okay, don't forget the time, right? Don't forget the time. No olviden el tiempo. Okay, let's start.
Okay, teacher. My name is Daniela Perdomo Torres. I am 29 years old. I am live in French. I have been learning English for 8 months. I have visited the following tourist places in my country: Square in Toulouse, Élysée-Field, Palace de Versailles. The tradition that foreigners should keep in mind when visit my country are you should not cut the baggage break with a country. With driving, you should avoid using a flash of light in the car or because that is considered negative. At a meal, you should drink your glass before everyone as and dry in their glass and toss. With my group, we are carried out activities that learn English such. We have listened to English music. I watched the lyrics of the song in videos. We had sent English messages to your family members to practice the language. We had spoken some words with our family is in English to practice pronunciation. We had looked in the English dictionary for word and we had learned things. We had looked for material such a book that had its vocabulary. Continue mi parent Helen. Mi partner Helen.
My name is Helen. 20 years. Brasil, Portugalícias, praia do Canários, praia do Francis Maceo. You should what alone. Deny with your newset publicas that look very avoid taking avoid money with people hot very close to you. The no road tolerate people in Latrinet, Brazil, the pile are not adapt for time. Has were that for following question hot lot have it you been learned English. People from Japan hardware Jira has been learned English for 6 months. People from Brazil has where Helen has been learned English for 6 months. People from France has where Daniela has been learning English for 8 months.
Continue partner Gira.
Buenas noches. My name is Gira Comas. Age 28 years. Please greet, cheer, to sleep place your heart, visit in your country. Japan. Immediately, and explode of color. Japanese archipelago, Lakot on Volcan lands. Jacoban cheer for of cheer future. Its chief second largest city in chief country. Japan you should know where, choice in aus, one with, intervene, man in place, in happen, it is customary to take of your choice and put on your west sleeper. Do not brown your face in public is rude. 3. Do not play with choices. It is an insult to wet words. As a grown grills about tea, roast wheat, it's important for you to learn English. But believe what is important to learn an English because after finish or student can wait how brown at is great with revealed it is necessary. We want to learn English because we want to be more prepared with finish our studying to have better food opportunities. We want to learn English because we can improve our communities with people from third countries. With believe what is important to learn English because we can work in all countries where this language is spoken.
Finish,
Yeah.
teacher.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniela, Helen, and Gira. Don't forget, as I told you, you need to continue practicing pronunciation, practicing vocabulary, practicing accent, okay? There are a lot of mistakes in pronunciation, but you have to continue, okay? Practicing. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, let's continue with the group D. Group D, are you ready? Group D.
Sí, profe, buenas noches. Es que solo vemos dos del grupo. A mi compañerita se le acaba de caer el internet, profe.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you time. Vamos a dar tiempito a ver si eso, si nos sustentan ustedes. Okay, what about group E? Group E.
Sí, señor.
Ready? Por favor, la persona
Yes.
que está compartiendo la pantalla puede dejarla de compartir, gracias. Okay. Group E. Let's start.
Hola, profe, buenas noches.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Profe, no soy, yo soy del grupo que va a acabar de exponer, pero quería una preguntita antes de empezar. Es que
Yes, tell me.
pues nosotras participamos en los dos foros. Yo ya le había escrito pues en el foro, pero no sé por qué se borró como las participaciones de nosotras y solamente no nos
Okay.
aparecía.
¿Tú eres de qué grupo? ¿Del grupo C? Los que van a presentar.
Sí, señor. Entonces,
Sí,
pues ahora sí ya nos
si quieres,
aparece.
espérame al finalizar, Karen, ahorita que expongas y sobre las 9:40 te conectas y les explico el por qué no aparecen ya sé por qué no les aparece. Entonces,
Listo, sí, quedamos
al
como-
finalizar la sesión, sí, al finalizar la sesión les colaboro con eso, tranquilas.
Bueno, profe, muchas gracias.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Carolina, Sandra, and Karen. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Carolina, Sandra, and Karen. Pero este es del grupo E. Ok. Carolina, Sandra, and Karen. Okay, let's start. Group E.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Sandra Liliana Posada Rojas.
Good
I
evening.
am 34 years old. The tourist site is Japan. In Japan, visit Aogashima Volcano, Segano Bamboo Forest, and Kerouken Garden. Continue with French, please.
Okay. My name is Carolina Cárdenas. I am age 26 years. Tourist place is France. Visited place Palace of Versailles, Lyon Botanical Garden, Notre Dame Cathedral. Continue, Karen.
Good evening. My name is Karen Gordillo, 27 years. Country Brazil, tourist site Iguazu Waterfall, Rock Sugar Bread, y Tijuca National Park. Here is located Christ the Redeemer. Continue in French.
Thank you. Cultural rulers. Cultural rulers and tradition in Japan. No tips or haggling. Do not eat or drink on the street or in inappropriate places. Smoking is very prohibited. The phone is always silent. Tattoos are frowned upon. Make sure not to disturb before taking a picture, and do not disturb geishas and makers. Please, Brazil.
Cultural rules. In the city of Sao Paulo, they only greet each other with a kiss. In Rio de Janeiro, 2 kisses, and in Minas Gerais, 3 kisses. His typical days feijoada. Their food is a mix. The African, European, and indigenous.
Es que no le digo que es que a mí me da una rabia, es porque, por ejemplo, todos esos niveles de inglés son 5 niveles por cada, o sea, son tres momentos.
Yes, tell me.
Oye, tienes el micrófono abierto.
You have the microphone, turn the microphone off. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay,
Bueno.
let's continue.
Thank you, teacher. His typical Danish feijoada. Their food is a mix African, European, and indigenous cultures. And typical Brazilian dance is the copeira. Continue.
Okay, how long have you
In
been
cultural
learning
rules.
English, please?
In French, cultural rules. One, the first guy each other 2 kisses to greet each other. One other laugh of French legislation prohibit naming a pet after Napoleon. It is very common to read with a bottle of wine or dessert when invited to a dinner party. Continuing.
Thank you. Now, how long have you been learning English? Point 5.
Okay, we continue with the like cultural rules. Seguimos en la diapositiva de reglas culturales. Es que no la han cambiado.
Sí, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Bueno, es que acabamos de decir, sí, la de la cultura.
Thank you.
Ya continuamos con el quinto punto.
Okay, thank you.
Caro, please.
Sí, señora, gracias. We listen the music and sing in English. We have several games like Duolingo.
Okay. The activity you group, we try to do short reading in English. We watch movies English, trying to understand. We hold conversation in friends and family.
And thank you. And finish right about the reason it is important for us to learn English. We believe that it is important to learn English because after finishing our studies, we can get a job abroad. That is why we believe it is necessary. We want to learn English because we are passionate about learning another language to get a better job. And it is important on a personal and professional level. This is the universal language, and knowing it makes us better professionals. Finish, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Carolina, Sandra, and Karen. I think that it was a good presentation. Okay, I like the slides. And well, as I told you, you need to continue improving your speaking skill, but it was okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Carolina, Sandra, and Karen. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Let's continue with the group D. Group D, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's start group D because we don't have enough time. As quickly as possible, please. Thank you. Group D.
Okay, teacher. Okay. Hello, teacher. Good night, everyone. See my screen, yes?
Yes.
Their names of the group members are Carolina Martinez, Joana Flores, and Oscar Lievano. Let's start. My country is Japan. Joa, continue.
Hello, I have visited the Orsay Museum in differences from other museums for the comfort of their facilities. I had visited the Niza city and I fell in love with the colorful sunset. I also enjoy the amusement park Europe, Disney, all the attraction.
Okay,
Continue.
Okay. My name is Carolina Martinez. My country is Japan. I have visited Kenrokuen Garden, one of the three most beautiful gardens in Japan, ideal for a walk. Nachi waterfall with landscapes to take the most beautiful photos, and Jigokudani Monkey Park, perfect for animal lovers. Continue, Oscar.
Hello, my name is Oscar Liobano. My country, Brazil. I have visited Copacabana Beach, Chris Redeemer, and Palacio do Planalto.
Okay. Cultural rulers and tradition. Japan. In my country, Japan, you should not be affectionary of give kisses or shake hands. Do not throw garbage on the street in Japan. They are very clean. When greeting, you will say konnichiwa and a reverence. Continue, Oscar.
My country, Brazil. In Brazil, it is common to shake hands, looking into others' eyes when greeting. 2. In Brazil, it is customary to always say a prayer when visiting Christ the Redeemer. 3. Eating on the street is a bad norm in Brazil.
In France, dot smile with the people, dot rent a car to visit the city, dot left the purchases to the Sunday. Continue.
Okay. Thank you. I always liked English, so 8 months ago I entered Pimples.
5 months ago, I joined Pimples because I wanted to learn English and meet friends.
A year ago, I started participating in Pimples. I find it more fun to learn English like this. Activities your group has done to learn English. We made karaoke with songs in English. We choose the childish things to learn new vocabulary.
We read stories in English and until we socialize time. Change the text from Spanish to English.
We see movies in English without subtitles. For use, it is important to learn English because it opens many doors for you. You can get a more important position in your company. You can travel to other countries, get to know other places, other cultures, other peoples. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a good presentation. Thank you very much. Carolina, Joanna, and Oscar. Okay, thank you. Was good.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. My pleasure. Let's continue with the group F. Group F, second group.
Teacher. Yes, teacher.
Are you ready? Group F?
Ya va a presentar Liliana.
Perfect. Let's start. Group F. Group F.
Here, teacher.
Okay. So I'm waiting for you.
Liliana.
Espere, profe, espere, que ya está ahí.
Okay. Okay. Good. Can you remind me your names, please?
Angélica Matallana.
Angelica, yes.
Angie Catherine Sierra.
Angie Sierra. Okay. And
Liliana Beltrán.
Liliana.
Espérate, no sé si-
Angelica, Angie, and Liliana. Okay.
Yes.
Let's start.
Que no sé si está teniendo ya problemas.
Ya estoy compartiendo.
Ah, ok.
¿Me confirman cuando la vean, por fin?
No yet.
Ya.
¿Qué más, profe? Cuénteme algo.
I'm okay. Working as always. But don't forget the time. Okay.
Listo, Mirili.
Yeah. Let's start.
Okay, teacher. Good.
Yes,
Okay.
let's start.
Good evening. We are the F group, and my team is Angélica Matallana, Angie Catherine Sierra, and Marta Liliana Beltrán. Begin us with the tourist place. Lili. Corre la diapositiva, please. Bájala, por favor.
Bajo.
Continue. Okay, place 1, my country's French. The Arch of Triumph of the Heroes of the French. Stop. Devuélvete. Despacio. La primera. The Arch of Triumph of the Heroes of the French Revolution. Continue.
Okay.
Continue. De Notre Dame. No, la anterior. La 2. The Notre Dame Cathedral that is located in the center of Paris. Paris, continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Ya, es que está como lento el internet.
The Saint-Jean-Baptiste of Lyon Cathedral and was built since 1175 to 1418. Continue, Japan.
Okay. My name is Caterina Sierra. I have 13 years old and my country is Japan. Place 1, the Kodani Monkey Park. It is to the home to the famous wild monkeys of country. Next. Place 2, Osaka Castle. It is a power symbol and history of Japan. Next. And place 3, Okunoin Temple and Cemetery. This place is the largest cemetery of Japan with more of 200,000 graves. Continue, Liliana.
Good evening, teacher. My name is Liliana Beltrán. I have 30 years old, and my country is Brazil. One, Rio de Janeiro won the best city in Brazil for hosting major sporting events. Its beach, mountains, and buildings. Place 2, Salvador de Bahia is one of the main cities in the Brazil located in the north of the country. Its beaches are the wonderful. Place 3, Recife is a city that is not too well known, that houses and wonderful cultural and historical heritage is in its interior.
Okay. Yes.
Pauspak, Japan.
Thank you. Japan. If you visit a house in Japan, you should know that shoes are left at the door. It is not customary to wear shoes inside the house. 2, if you are invited to a home, always remember to carry a gift with you. And 3, in Japan, slurp your fetus is amazing. It's a not rudeness. Continue. Brazil.
Brazil. 1. In Brazil, to receive the new year, you must go to the beach dressed in white. Rituals are performed in the front of the sea with candles so that the sea take the old and bring the new. 2. At the wedding, the bride writes the name of friends on the inside of her dress to convey look that they will marry or find a partner soon. And 3, in the city of Sao Paulo, they only greet each other with a kiss the last cheek.
Okay, in French, you should always let people out before I enter anywhere, for example, in the bus. You shouldn't in Paris tipping in non-service, for example, at waiter. And you can kiss on both cheeks without having contact. Continue. Next. Next, Lily.
Ya está, pero ya le estoy compartiendo la siguiente. How long have? ¿La ven?
No.
No. Wait. The internet is.
No yet.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
How long have you been learning English? Penpal from Japan's answer. I have been English at the school, at the Sena Institute, and some courses at work.
Penpal from Brazil, and where I have been learning English since she of the school, and always she has this language.
I'm Penpal from French answer. I had been learning English for 20 years ago at the primary school, high school, and 1 year's English course. Next, please.
Ya la tengo ahí.
Kathy?
Okay.
¿Saben?
List of 5 activities you...
No. La anterior. Okay.
List of 5 activities your group has done to learn English. A. Our group write and read short sentences of everyday conversation. B. We have watched English-speaking news like CNN or Euronews. C. Our group watch English music videos from multiple genres in YouTube. D. We have watched English-speaking course with native English teacher. And E, our group listen music in English language all the time.
Next, Lily.
¿Ya la ven? Ya estoy compartiendo la última.
No.
En un segundo que es como el internet.
No yet.
Teacher, internet is so bad.
And finally,
Okay, don't worry.
No, otra vez. La siguiente, la devolviste. Ahí. As a
Yes,
group,
yes.
write about the reason why it is important for you to learn English. We believe that it's important to learn English because the first step that it will open the doors of the world, for example, knowing other cultures, traditions, food, opportunity of work in other countries, and to ensure the best economic and financial stability. Finally, teachers.
It's all, teacher. Thank you so much.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Angie, Angelica, Liliana. It was a good presentation. Congratulations. Okay, there are some mistakes about pronunciation,
Question.
but in general, it was okay.
For
Thank you very
example, for the presentation, we got better score through of polls. Yes or no?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. Let me think.
Okay.
Teacher, I
Okay.
have
thank you very much. Next group, please.
teacher,
Yes, tell me. Tell me.
teacher, I have a question. Is possible to know the note for the group?
The score when we're finished. When we're finished.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay, bye. Take care. Next group, please. G.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's start, please, because of the time. Let's start. G.
Ya mi compañera Natalia va a compartir, profe.
Okay, perfect.
Mi otra compañera Doris, el día de ayer, ella no se conectó con nosotros para hacer el trabajo y nos escribió el día de hoy que por problemas familiares tampoco se iba a presentar con nosotras hoy.
Okay, so Natalia and Erika.
Erika, sí, señor.
Let's start.
Permítame un segundo, profe.
Good night, teacher.
Good evening. Good evening. Let's start.
My name is Erika Montaña. I am 22 years old. Bájalo un poquito, Natalia.
¿Ahí? No. No, no, no.
Dejaste de compartir.
¿Ya?
Ya, ahora sí. Brasil. I have visited the Iguazu Falls. I have visited the Sao Paulo Museum of the Art. I have visited the Monument of the Christ Redeemer. Fall Pass, Brazil, in the city in the Sao Paulo, you read 8 of the read, 2 kiss of the check. The footnote sell the show with them has when you don't know have confidence with the people you reign what the hashtag. By people from Brazil answer, I have been learning English for a year. Hay actividad. Continúa, Natalia. Tranquila.
Good night. My name is Natalia Mora. I have 24 years old. My country is France. I have visited the Eiffel Tower. I have visited Notre Dame Cathedral. I have visited the Palace of Versailles. In France, visits are never made without prior notice. It is customary in France to greet each other with a firm handshake, but not excessively. If you are invited to have wine, do not fill the glass to the brim. This in France is rude. How long have you been learning English? I have been learning English for 6 months.
Activity that do every day to improve it is listening to music in English.
On the recommendation of a friend, I have used a program called Duolingo, where I can practice how to write and pronounce in English.
To improve our English, we watch movies without trilatons and with subtitles.
Sing karaoke with songs in English to improve pronunciation.
To improve my English, I practice with some the video games that my uncles have me. Suelo un poquito. I believe that one of the reasons why it is important to speak English is important because many doors are open at the world living and you have the opportunity to grow as a person.
Learning English is very important. It helps you to interact with people from the other countries and does not allow us to expand our knowledge at a cultural level. Finish.
Okay. Thank you, Natalia and Erika. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Let's continue with the group H. Group H, are you ready?
Buenas noches, profe. Sí, ya puedo compartir, ¿verdad?
Yes. You have a problem because you didn't upload the document, right? No subieron el documento, ¿no? Entonces, para que lo tengan presente. ¿Listo?
Profe, la
Grupo
verdad
A.
es que estamos completamente confundidas.
¿No vieron el video de la sesión anterior?
Sí, yo estaba en clase y yo le pregunté a usted que si la exposición era sobre los foros, usted me dijo que sí, pues eso fue lo que nosotras preparamos.
Claro.
Y pues participamos en los foros.
En la parte final les dije que tenían que descargar un documento en Word, que lo debían subir antes del día de ayer. ¿Se acuerdan? Revisen la clase y verán que ahí se dan cuenta de eso. Pero sí, obviamente tienen que preparar la presentación de eso.
Sí, profe, pero pues nosotros realmente lo que tenemos es la información de los foros. Y pues no subimos ningún trabajo porque participamos solamente en los foros.
Sí,
pues
no,
sé si pueda presentar lo que tenemos.
La participación de los foros era precisamente el documento que les había dicho, donde debían cargarlo hasta el día de ayer. Pero si tienen la presentación con los dos foros, sí, eso es lo que tienen que presentar. Les faltó fue cargar el documento en Word en el espacio brindado, para que lo tengan en cuenta.
¿Y eso ya no se puede hacer, profe?
No, ya digamos esa parte está cerrada. Lo que le decía ahorita al otro grupo.
Sí, no, yo intenté subirlo y ya no se...
Sí, ya está cerrado. Entonces, hagamos la presentación y recuerden, pues igual ustedes participaron en los dos foros. Entonces, vamos a ver. ¿Listo?
Pero uno se queda sin esa nota, ¿no hay posibilidad de enviar al correo?
No, ya digamos la nota como tal de ese cargue de ese documento ya no aplica, porque era hasta el día de ayer. Si ustedes revisen la sesión de la clase pasada y se van a dar cuenta que ahí les indicaba eso. ¿Listo? Bueno, iniciemos con la presentación, por favor.
My name is Ingrid Forero.
Ingrid, I can see your presentation.
Señor.
No puedo ver tu presentación. ¿Tiene alguna presentación?
Sí. ¿Ya la pueden ver?
Pero no la sigo. No todavía.
No.
Si tú le das compartir, uso compartido, escritorio, ventana, sobre la imagen que nos sale en la clase, le das clic en compartir.
¿Todavía no?
No.
¿Sí?
Listo, ya creo que ya. Sí,
¿Ya?
Ya.
Ok. ¿Está bien, profe? ¿Sí?
Yes, let's start.
Yes. My name is Ingrid Forero. I am 29 years old. I am Brazil. What tourist place have you visited in your country? I visit the... ¿Cómo se dice? Espera. Bueno, otra vez. What tourist place have you visited in your country? Brazil. I have visited the statue of Christi the Redeemer. I have been in Manaus, the city surrounded by jungle. I was in Rio de Janeiro, Carnival Bones. What kind of faux pas do you consider people should know when visit your country? You shouldn't show folks your money in the street. The crime rate is very high. You shouldn't speaking about football, soccer. The people here love soccer. You should meal the ox signal with Jen is so of it. Continúa. Matilde.
Sí. ¿Me escuchas?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
What museums they have you visited in your country?
Sorry, Matilde, can you speak up? ¿Puedes hablar un poquito más fuerte, por favor?
Okay. On my street in French Heritage Towers. I have visited the street park. I have visited Basilica the Sacred Heart. Thank you so much. The offer has liked. Lies I want to spot the books. Es book and my play. ¿Bajas?
What time about you cosy the people? Sure enough, when busy and gone. You should count the word and the time travel in page font. Don't take thought to the headstones and neck. Slang is copy writing. You must not in the sound of the friends. Ingrid va. We bring learning English our 30 years out. English learning institute Matilde and Bertha learning in our 2 years. And Holt and Susan at Beck learning English since the no sé cómo se dice.
¿Ya?
Sí.
Bueno. One. We've been watching movies in English with closed caption. We've been listening to music English and try to sink in. Been reading text in English and with this the pronunciation. We have read the English tutorials and workshops again. We've been talking home and again with possible. Listo, profe.
Okay, thank you, Ingrid and Matilde. Let's continue with the group I. Group I, ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, let's start. Can you remind me your names, please?
Laura Trujillo, and Angelica Melo, and Ingrid Juliet Rivera.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Laura, let's start. Well, what do you have? Okay. An adventure.
Okay.
Let's start.
Mr. Cano, do you like adventure?
Yeah, I like.
Yeah. Come travel to us.
Thank
Who
you.
are we?
Konnichiwa. My name is Juliet and I am Japanese. I have been learning English since high school, but I hate at class. Hate because my teacher always laugh my pronunciation. Now I want to learn it because it's universal language. When traveling is the easiest language to communicate anywhere, and is one of the best ways to meet people from all over the world like us. Continue.
Oil, I am Angelica, I am Brazilian. I have also studied English since 7th grade and I have a horrible experience. My teacher ignored me all the time and he was scary. I was always alone. Now, I won't learn English because many books, apps, movies, websites, participation plays, good job, opportunities of entrepreneurship need you skip this language. So, your life will be easier if you speak.
Bonjour les amis, my name is Laura and I'm French. In my case, I have been studying English since 5th grade, but I have always resisted learning because I was prejudiced towards the United States and its culture. That's why I fought with my teachers all the time. I want to learn in English because I already speak French, Spanish, and Korean, so I know learning different language is a good activity for your brain, and it's great to open your mind to other perspectives of the world. So, Mr. Cano, where do you want to go?
Okay, number one.
Number one? Okay.
Something if you come to Brazil. Brazil is an amazing place. If you visit, you have to go to Rio de Janeiro. 2 years ago, my brother took me to one of the most touristic places there. Christ the Redeemer as well amazing. However, is what you like is the beach. I recommend Copacabana. I recently went there and I love it. I felt like I was in the magical place. But my favorite place is the cable car. To the top of the Sugarloaf Mountain, the last 5 years I have taken this cable. And I've always seen the beautiful landscapes. It is just the best. However, you must be careful with some cultural particularities. 1. In Brazil, when we enter a restaurant or nightclub, we cannot lose the command that we use it and registering everything that is consumed. If you lose it, you can be fined or taken to jail. 2. In my country, pizza is edited with country sign content with food is about as much up as possible. 3. In Brazil, you must be careful when you are in restaurant because they do not share the value of the dish, but what the food weighs.
Okay. Where do you going now?
Number 3.
Number 3.
What places do I recommend in Japan? I have visited the Noto Peninsula and I was fan. You can go there, but I prefer Hitachi Coastal Park. I went there with my family the last week. Or maybe you want to go to Sodoshima Island. It's beautiful. I've been going the last 3 years and I like it morning and morning. You need to know in Japan we have different customs, so be careful with your behavior. 1. Do not eat or drink in public transportation. 2. You should not smoke in places not authorized for it, not even on the street. 3. Do not enter hotel room with the shoes you wear on the street.
Excuse me. Okay. So, bienvenue en France. I'm sure you've read about my country and the wonderful place we have. It's all true. I work at the Palace of Versailles for 4 years, so I visit this place every weekend. The best part was to be alone early in the morning in the Gallery of Mirrors. Just amazing. But if museum are your thing, you must go to the Musée d'Orsay. I visited it last year and for me it's the best museum in Paris. I love it. My favorite painting is Le Chat by Pierre Bonnard. Now the Pont des Arts is one of my favorite places in Paris. Right now I go there with my friends for a picnic. Maybe next time you can come with me. Ne mettez pas le pied dans l'assiette. Be careful to not screw up. When someone introduces you to a friend and the situation is informal, you should kiss him once, twice, 3 or 4 times, depending on the region, but don't touch his body. On escalator, you should always be on the right side, because people who are late need to pass quickly, so they pass in the left side. When you are eating with someone, before you start eating, you should say bon appetit. Enjoy your meal. It's a rule of good manners. Thank you for flying with us.
Okay, congratulations, excellent. Laura, Angelica, and Ingrid. Okay, good presentation, good pronunciation. Thank you very much. Okay, it was excellent. Very good.
Thank you. We worked very hard.
Yeah. It was good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, congratulations, Laura, Angelica, and Ingrid. And to finish, J, group J, we'll finish. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So don't forget that the time is over, but we have to continue working with the group J, right? No se les olvide que el tiempo ya acabó. Los que deseen conectarse, excepto el grupo J, se pueden desconectar. No hay problema. Nos vemos la siguiente sesión. Okay, let's start.
Aleja y Lore.
Sí.
Can you remind me your name, please? Laura.
Okay, Laura, Alejandra y Lorena.
Alejandra and Lorena. Okay, let's start.
Okay, can you see?
Yes, of course. Let's start.
Okay. Hey. Okay, before that, I want to congratulate to the previous group. I really like it too. It was funny presentation.
Yeah.
We are going to present our getting to know about my pen pals. presentation. My name is Laura. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Sugachoque, Colombia, and I live in Japan. I have been studying here. I have been studying since 2014. Here in Japan, I have visited the Hiroshima Peace Memorial. I have also visited the Imeji Castle, and the last place that I have visited was the cold Mount Fuji. If you want to come to Japan, you should know that people shouldn't eat in restaurants, and people shouldn't dance in the club if people don't have a license. Women should wear bra in the buildings that have air conditioning, and it's mandatory. Okay, Lorena.
Hi, my name is Lorena Telles. I am 24 years old. I am live Brazil. I have visited Cristo Redentor in the Rio de Janeiro. It is the monument of Jesus of Nazareth with open arms. I have visited the Gales Beach, Maragogi. Alagoas where natural is the crystal clear water and the coral reef full of life are really hot here. I have visited the square of the Three Powers. In Brazil, Carnival is part of the Brazil culture. Each religion of the country has its way of celebrating for days where you can see. One of the typical dishes of the country is feijoada, which consists in the soy pork and the black beans, which is usual on the Wednesday and the Saturday, and most ales medio or caipirinha, y cocktail, which is delicious. Very particular in Brazil costume is and the witness saints and the bridge word in the names of the her friends you have not yet married, with in the inside of the dress to wish them luck. Aleja?
My name is Alejandra. I'm 22 years old from Bogota, Colombia. I live in France. In France, I have visited the Eiffel Tower. A wonderful place I visited was the Mont d'Azur Biological Reserve. I have also visited the Lyon Museum of Fine Arts. The cultural rules in France, the breakfast time can be very flexible, but for lunch it should be between 12:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. The informal greeting begins with kisses on the cheek starting from the left. For weddings, the bride must have 4 items before reaching the altar. Some old accessory, a borrowed one, something blue, and a new one.
How long have we been learning English? I have been learning English since 2014 when I graduated from secondary. I have always thought that learning English is an important issue for anyone because over the years people can live many experiences in their country or even abroad. So I decided to study because I like it In 2017, I finished the ILUT course, and at the end of 2019, I came to live in Japan, and even though it's another continent, English is the universal language, so I have had to improve my pronunciation and my listening because there are my weak points. Since I arrived in Japan, I haven't stopped learning and practicing because I want to speak fluently. Lorena.
I am an Alton from school. It they gave us the foundation for English. I must confess that learning has been complicated for me. Forget it this year I said myself you propose is learn English. This because in Brazil we constantly have the foreign visitors and the easiest is and to communicate with the in English, which is the universal language. Aleja.
I have been learning English since 2014. While at school, I started an English course at the Colombo American Institute, from which graduated in 2015, but due that issues, I could not continue studying or practicing. In 2017, I went to live in France with my family, and I began to study public accounting, which I am about to finish, and my next goal is to return to English since it is very important for life in general. It opens many doors and many opportunities.
The activities that we have done to learn English. Lorena, please continue.
Okay, we have participants in the forum with Forget that have talked about their Express Award. B. We have sung our favorite songs in the karaoke. C. We have made video calls the English to tell us about our day. Aleja, please.
We have decided to make a glossary with the words that we do not know. We have chosen 4 different words every day to learn. We have then made association to facilitate learning.
And last is why it's important for us to learn English. We think that learning English is very important nowadays because, like people say, English opens doors, and it is true. When we learn English, studying abroad is an option with more opportunities because it's the universal language. If we will learn English, speaking with other people is more interesting because we can stay in a conversation and exchange experiences through conversations. We want to learn English because for our professional careers, it's an important requirement for doing international business and for knowing about our clients' customs and traditions. So by learning English, we can expand our knowledge and companies around the world. And it's all.
Okay. Thank you, Laura, Alejandra, and Lorena. Thank you very much. It was a good presentation. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
So that's all for today. Thank you for coming and see you next week. Okay, take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Hola,
teacher.
profe. ¿Te
Thank
acuerdas que íbamos
Bye,
a
teacher.
validar? Qué pena.